hello everyone, this is the last word. In his first public address after the success of Operation Sindoor, Prime Minister Modi said that India avenged the deadly April 22nd terror attack in Jammu and Kashmir's Pahalgam in 22 minutes. Mr. Modi, while explaining the larger import of Sindoor of vermilion, did not hold his punches. He said, "Not blood, Sindoor boils in my veins." In a strong message to Pakistan, Mr. Modi said that if India faces a terrorist attack, a strong retaliation will follow. Today also marks 1 month since Pahalgam terror attack, which killed 25 of our citizens. Prime Minister's message was loud and clear. India has drawn a new red line against terror, and India will not be intimidated by nuclear threats and will not see the perpetrators of terrorism and the state patronizing terrorism separately. Remember, Prime Minister's message is coming at a time when 7 all-party delegations are traveling around the globe to tell the world about the strategic and military success of Operation Sindoor.
जो सिंदूर मिटाने निकले थे, उन्हें मिट्टी में मिलाया है। जब सिंदूर बारूद बन जाता है, तो नतीजा क्या होता है? 22 तारीख के हमले के जवाब में हमने 22 मिनट में आतंकियों के 9 सबसे बड़े ठिकाने तबाह कर दिए और तीनों सेनाओं ने मिलकर ऐसा चक्रव्यूह रचा कि पाकिस्तान को घुटने टेकने के लिए मजबूर कर दिया। आतंकवादियों ने धर्म पूछकर हमारी बहनों की मांग का सिंदूर उजाड़ दिया था। वो गोलियां पहलगाम में चली थी, लेकिन उन गोलियों से 140 करोड़ देशवासियों का सीना छलनी हुआ था।
मोदी कश्मीर
जो हिंदुस्तान का लहू बहाते थे, आज कतरे कतरे का हिसाब चुकाया है। जो अपने हथियारों पर घमंड करते थे, आज वो मलबे के ढेर में दबे हुए हैं। ये शोध प्रतिशोध का खेल नहीं, ये न्याय का नया स्वरूप है। ये न्याय का नया स्वरूप है। ये ऑपरेशन सिंदूर है। पहले घर में घुसकर किया था वार, अब सीधा सीने पर किया प्रहार है। आतंक का फन कुचलने की यही नीति है, यही रीति है, यही भारत है, नया भारत है। पाकिस्तान ने इस एयरबेस को भी निशाना बनाने की कोशिश की थी, लेकिन वो इस एयरबेस को रत्ती भर भी नुकसान नहीं पहुंचा पाया। और वहीं पाकिस्तान का रहीम यार खान एयरबेस है, पता नहीं आगे कब खुलेगा। आईसीयू में पड़ा है। पाकिस्तान के साथ न ट्रेड होगा न टॉक। अगर बात होगी तो सिर्फ पाकिस्तान के कब्जे वाले कश्मीर की, पीओके की। पाकिस्तान को भारत के हक का पानी नहीं मिलेगा। भारतीयों के खून से खेलना पाकिस्तान को महंगा पड़ेगा। मोदी का दिमाग ठंडा है, ठंडा रहता है, लेकिन मोदी का लहू गर्म होता है। मोदी की नसों में लहू नहीं, गरम सिंदूर बह रहा है। सौगंध मुझे इस मिट्टी की, मैं देश नहीं मिटने दूंगा, मैं देश नहीं झुकने दूंगा।
Shama Mohammed, spokesperson of the Congress, joins me. We have Rajat Sethi, political analyst, Pradeep Bhandari, spokesperson of the BJP, and Neerja Chaudhary, senior journalist. Pradeep Bhandari, beginning with you, a strong message coming in from the Prime Minister, day which he has chosen. But is this also the beginning of politics around it?
Well, Maria, the Prime Minister has repeatedly put forward the nation's resolve and put forward the new doctrine against terror, where the Operation Sindoor, which is, mind you, ongoing, we have hit Pakistan deep. We have hit it till Lahore to Rawalpindi. And as I speak with you, this very day, there was an encounter and at least 2 terrorists have been killed. So the government's resolve is very clear, where the armed forces have been given complete freedom to act against terror and act against terror mastermind in Pakistan. Unfortunately, Rahul Gandhi and the Congress party only understand and believe in the language of the enemy, because whatever they have tweeted and raised, either A is to do with operational details vis-a-vis which the army has rejected in the official press conference, or B, they've raised the issue of ceasefire, which MEA even today rejected it completely, where there was no third party involvement. However, a party which has a history of asking for proof, whether it is surgical strike or Balakot, or has a history from Mr. Nehru's time of gifting Aksai Chin to China, and also was negotiating giving Uri and Poonch to Pakistan, can never understand or believe in anything which is patriotic and nationalist. Mr. Gandhi tweeted saying that why do we believe Pakistan? We absolutely do not believe Pakistan. This is why Operation Sindoor is ongoing. I'll tell you what is belief in Pakistan. It is what Congress party after 26/11 did, was supplying dossiers and proofs to Pakistan and was saying that 26/11 Pakistan was not responsible. It was RSS ki sajish. So I appeal to my friend from the Congress party. You can do politics later. You have been defeated by the people of this country, where they've rejected your anti-national politics in 14-19. You continue to do so.
Shama Mohammed, respond to that, then I bring in others.
Yeah, so Maria, I have not interrupted my BJP panelist. I require the same courtesy from him. I've been listening. I was listening to Modi ji's speech, which you had put, and you did, the first most important I want to say is we are all very proud of our army. We stand by them, and they did a terrific job. I didn't hear a single word saying, Mr. Modi, in the speech which you put up, "Mujhe garv hai mere sena pe." It was all about Modi is standing here with pride. Modi's mind is cold, but his blood is hot. In Modi's vein, not blood, but hot sindoor flows. Let's understand that. Now, here he mentions about, he straight away went to attack the leader of opposition, which I am not going to. I'm going to put out facts. After Pathankot happened, they invited ISI to do the investigation, the perpetrators of the crime. After 26/11, he spoke about 26. It was Mr. Modi standing out of a hotel bin. Before it even finished, he was cursing the Congress party. Now, I want to ask Modi ji a few questions today, the BJP spokesperson here. He's done speech here. He's gone to Kerala. He went to Bihar. He went to Bombay for waves, multiple things. He has not gone to Pahalgam. He has not visited the victims' families. I mean, that's what a prime minister or president does first. If he feels so much, he must go and meet them. The question today is, where are the 4 terrorists? We don't know where they are. The next question is, why the ceasefire when we were way ahead? Way ahead. We should have finished off the terrorist camps. Now, the spokesperson, Mr. Pradeep Bhandari, says that there's no third person. Somebody's come out and said, Trump is repeatedly saying that I have told there should be a ceasefire. I've threatened them there will be a trade embargo. Now, these are not something what the Congress party is saying. This proof of you can come out and say whatever you want. but there is evidence out there. The other most important thing is cross-border terrorism is being changed into Kashmir issue, and we are hyphenated with Pakistan. Trump puts Pakistan on one side, India on the other side. Pakistan is a country which breeds terror, which exports terror. After 26/11, we were not on the same page. India was here. Pakistan, right now, the French and the Danes were with us in the beginning, but now nobody except Israel and Taiwan. That is why Mr. Jaishankar has run to Afghanistan. Where are our friends? Who is with us? And this is very important. Also, the question Rahul Gandhi asked, why does the Prime Minister not attend all-party meet? Why is the Prime Minister not calling a special session of the Parliament? I mean, after 26/11, we had a session.
Okay, Pradeep, a quick response to that, and then I bring in others, please.
Well, fake news by Shama Mohammed. This is the speech of the Honorable Prime Minister. And let me say in Hindi. He said, आज आपके आशीर्वाद से देश की सेना के शौर्य से हम सब उस प्रण पर खड़े उतरे हैं. He is categorically said that it is because of our forces. So as usual, entire fake news of the Congress party is busted. So Shama, in your love for Pakistan, you have started to peddle fake news. Don't run a fake WhatsApp university. Point number 2, which Shama was speaking. She's telling us that we should do like 26/11, where Shama Mohammed was given a clean chit to Pakistan. Digvijay Singh was saying that Pakistan is not responsible for 26/11. What did we get after 26/11? More than 100 of our people lost their life. Did a single terrorist could be killed by the Congress party? No. This time we went deep inside Rawalpindi. We went deep inside Lahore. The Congress party wants to draw parallel to 26/11. Absolutely not. We are not the Congress which will give Siachen to Pakistan. We are not the Congress which will sell the sovereignty of India in Sharm el-Sheikh. We do not need lectures from the Congress party.
Okay.
All party meeting again a fake news. All party meeting happened.
I'm coming back to both of you. Let me bring in others. Neerja Chaudhary and Rajat Sethi on the screen now, please. Neerja Chaudhary and Rajat Sethi on the screen now. Neerja, coming to you, ma'am. What is evident here is that this will be now in the domain of politics, although there has been complete bipartisan unity of, or at least attempt at display that we saw, particularly 7, committees going across the globe to various countries to send the message. But the Prime Minister speaking for the first time post Operation Sindoor, he had addressed the nation, then he spoke about it from a base, and now he has chosen to speak about it in a very, very emotive way. This was an emotional speech, and he has chosen Rajasthan as that venue. How do you see the messaging?
Look, you're right. As far as, the country standing, opposition and the ruling side standing together post Pahalgam, yes, they are standing together as they go out in 7 delegations to different world capitals, yes. And whatever be their views on the questions that are still unanswered, and the Congress and other opposition parties have been demanding an answer, when they are in those capitals, they are not going to, I would be very surprised if they took a divergent view. They will all speak with one voice when they address the world community and mobilize public opinion in favor of India's stand. But then back home, yes, politics will take over. Parliamentary democracy is all about politics, and it should. Questions will be asked and answers should be given. So I also thought the Prime Minister's speech today was very, very emotional, and it pitched it high. The evocative words he used, the analogies that he used, the reference to Sindoor, it's not khoon, but ubalta hua Sindoor in my veins. So those are very, again, an emotive pitch to the country. And he was addressing essentially a domestic constituency. And he was saying we achieved what we set out to achieve. We did not fall short of our goal. And he spelled it out how those precision strikes, the terrorists killed, etc. So those people who have been critical saying, why ceasefire now? Who brokered it? We had a goal and we set out to achieve it, and we achieved. So that is the note he was striking. And I think at one level, after the ceasefire, there was criticism more from people who have been supporters of the BJP when they questioned why the ceasefire at that time. and what was behind it. And I think, ironically, it is the Congress leaders, Shashi Tharoor and others, who are batting more effectively for the India line or the government line than were some people within the BJP, at least the extreme right. So I think he was at one level also doing damage control and making again very clear hard words. It's POK we are interested in. We'll talk about that. And also coming across yet once again as a strong leader, or that is the attempt. The country will go nowhere. I'm here. I will protect the country. Have faith in me. Those kind of notes that you heard earlier also from Narendra Modi. What it tells me is that we are now into an informational war, a psychological war to win over the minds of the Indian people and their allegiance. So we will see probably more of this in the days to come.
Yes. And Rajat, I would agree with Neerja because, it was the BJP supporters who were perhaps more upset that why there was a ceasefire at all. When, the leaders from the Congress party, Shashi Tharoor and others, and I had interviewed Dr. Tharoor and even Salman Khurshid, the former External Affairs Minister, they were of the opinion that if the objective was sending a message to Pakistan, that message had been communicated. And nobody went in for this war as a prolonged war. It was largely to teach Pakistan a lesson and tell the world that it's a terror state. So there was a clear distinction in response and, from both the sides, the two ecosystems responding very, very differently.
So I still don't get the question in that. I agree with you, Maria ji. See, essentially, the expectations, largely because of certain media houses, was set at very high levels. Totally in mismatch with what the military objective that was set out right at the outset of Operation Sindoor. As I have said that at multiple channels, when you are in a military operation, your objectives are pre-decided. Not in the middle of the course, you start changing the fundamental reasons why you are going on an aggressive path. So I believe there was a wrong expectation set largely due to media. That expectation rose this desire among people, and a significant chunk of that you should not have done ceasefire. And this is why the communication gap that was left behind, perhaps because of this heated moment and then Trump coming in all of a sudden, and people couldn't grasp what exactly hit them. I think this is the gap that Prime Minister is trying to fill now. He is reaching out to to the people of this country to try and explain them that this was a limited objective operation, not a full-blown territory annexing roadmap that India had gotten into, because that is unpalatable. It doesn't fit into the overall narrative that India wants to portray even globally. So Prime Minister was doing that job, and he will continue to do that for next several months. He will anchor the expectation of people so that people in India start to believe that yes, what we set out for, we were able to win. Now here, the gap or the direction or the two directions that Congress party had. One was to keep poking, have a negative soundbite all the time, day in and day out. The other objective could have been, they could have picked the leaf from none other than Bilawal Bhutto. See, Bilawal Bhutto also went around the town and he was talking only about Pakistan and Pakistan's cause in several media channels. Couldn't Congress, or couldn't say perhaps Rahul Gandhi, filled in the shoes when Prime Minister and the entire cabinet was busy planning for the war? He could have filled in the shoes and start narrating and setting up a very positive agenda around the world. He, of all people, has access to Ilhan Omar, to all kinds of people on the ultra left to left. In globally speaking, he has access to George Soros, which controls multiple news channels also. Rahul Gandhi could have used his influence and presented a best foot forward. So these were the two clear paths that Congress had. Unfortunately, instead of adding more constructive storyline for India's nationalistic ambitions that was set out through Operation Sindoor, they chose the negative, highly zero-sum strategy that we are only going to attack the government. They paused, and then that itch, that desire to go out and do politics overpowered them. And then you see Pawan Khera and Jairam Ramesh and the likes of them went on with this absolutely churlish kind of behavior on Twitter. That is now being covered by all these same media houses around the world. They are saying that this whole country itself is not united. They are themselves poking holes. Rahul Gandhi is asking how many drones, how many Rafales were downed. I mean, these are the kind of questions, and what kind of doubt it instills into the mind of global media. It will. See, this is where I say Congress are by genuinely internally
Okay.
looking, they're not
Sharma,
that
respond to
their
that.
expression
No,
always-
but you know,
Can I
Rajat,
respond?
the problem with that argument is that the opposition stood with the government through and through. And like any opposition, they are expected to ask questions. They are doing that. They have chosen a time, let them ask questions to say that Rahul Gandhi should have been doing what, and you know, perhaps taking the same line as Bilawal Bhutto is doing in Pakistan may not be the right assessment also.
Can I speak?
Yes, go ahead, Shama Mohammed.
Can I come in? You
Yes,
asked me a
let
question.
us speak and I'm coming back to you.
Okay, I just want to say a couple of things. One, you said, it's a terror state. We have exposed it as a terror state, correct? I just heard you say that. Then why did IMF give $2.3 billion to them? Of course, they don't recognize it as a terror state. I mean, America is involved in giving them that loan. You know, the Western countries are. Could we stop it? No, we couldn't, because we do not have friends. Now, you asked about Rahul Gandhi questioning. See, it is our duty as an opposition to question the present government. And he clearly said from day one, my leader, that we are with the government. Now, there is huge security lapse. There was no rapid action force, nobody for nearly 45 minutes there, right? And let's understand one thing. All party meet, Prime Minister not present. We asked him to call a special session of parliament. No. We asked for another all party. It is the duty of the government to brief the opposition. I mean, we did it after 26/11. During the 1962 war, we did it. Everybody, even Vajpayee did it. So nobody is going against that. Now, to reply to Pradeep Bhandari, he kept talking about 26/11. Do you remember what happened after Kargil? Where was the spine of the Bharatiya Janata Party when you had Operation Parakram? For 10 months, our soldiers were at the border. You know how many soldiers we lost? 7,000. Can you answer to that? You will never have an answer. We divided Pakistan into two. Let's not forget it. And let's always remember after 26/11, the world was with us. I want to ask you, sitting there, the BJP spokesperson, why did the IMF give $2.3 billion? And Rajnath Singh himself said that money is going to be is being used for funding terror camps. You guys know that. Okay, why didn't you stop it? Because let's understand.
Okay.
We hardly have friends now. Jai Shankar is going to the Taliban to get friends. So answer this question.
No.
And it is the duty of the opposition to ask
Pradeep,
Rahul Gandhi will ask
Pradeep, the
questions.
question is first, which is being asked repeatedly by opposition parties. What about special session? One. And the second, globally, did you communicate the message of the success and the goal of Operation Sindoor effectively?
Well, point number one, Maria, there is a difference between asking questions and asking operational details. The Congress party is interested in asking operational details. Recall the press conference of the DGMO, where the DGMO was asked a similar question. The DGMO said, we will not reveal the operational details. So they are very much interested in knowing the number of aircraft that Indians have lost, rather than knowing the number of aircraft that Pakistan has lost. That is the larger argument. They want to shift the narrative from India's gain to Pakistan's gain. That is where we charge them with the questions purposely helping the Pakistani narrative. Point number one, she spoke about Kargil. Well, the Congress party for 5 years did not celebrate the Kargil victory from 2004 to 9. They said it's the Bharatiya Janata Party's war. They were speaking about nationalism of the Congress party from 26/11. It was Sonia Gandhi led Congress party. Not even one terrorist in Pakistan was killed. The entire world is with us. This is why not even one person has condoned what India has said. On your show in NDTV, Maria, you have interviewed innumerable experts, and all of them have said that it is India's victory. If they believe that writing dossiers to Pakistan and getting letter of support from third-party countries is getting the world together, should I be interrupting in between me? No, Maria, I did not interrupt between her. She's acting like a troll, exactly like a troll. Please. This is NDTV. It's not your party office, Shama. Relax. You can do that in front of Supriya Shine. Again. अरे दे रहा हूँ, घबरा क्यों रहे हो आप सुप्रिया जी से मत कंप्लीट करो, सुन लो मुझे, मैं आपको सुन
$2.3 billion का लोन के बारे में तो बता दो ना,
उससे भी पढ़ो 11 कंडीशन है
के बारे में तो बता दो।
अगर इनको, if they believe that writing love letters to Pakistan and getting support from the entire global community that yes, India has written love letters to Pakistan and dodges to Pakistan is getting global support, then they are mistaken. Please read the statement of entire world. Tell me one state, one nation apart from Pakistan and China, which apart from China and Turkey, which have stood with Pakistan. They have not stood with Pakistan. So we have gone deep inside Pakistan.
So,
We have hit Pakistan and the entire global community standing with us. In an escalatory scenario, they will not go ahead and pursue.
The
Yes.
entire OIC wrote in favor of Pakistan. All that unison or all that has not happened this time around. So certainly when it comes to diplomatic success, government of India did manage to isolate Pakistan. Isn't it correct, Shama?
You know, let me tell you, government of India has... No, I've asked a very simple question. Why, if the government of India has isolated Pakistan...
Shama, the entire
why did
Middle
they
East is
give-
standing with us.
She asked
Shama,
me
the entire Middle East is with us.
$2.3
The
billion
National Security
given by
Advisor of
IMF.
United
Answer
States of
that.
America has
Why
publicly
did the
said that
IMF
Pakistan
give
is a terror
$2.3
state.
billion?
There are 11
No.
conditions
Answer
to that. Don't worry.
Who is the question
Don't
to,
worry.
Maria? Is it to me or to him?
Okay, Pradeep, let her answer. Now I don't have much
She
time.
interrupted in
Let's
between
try and
me.
wrap
Oh,
it up.
She asked
interrupted in
me.
Yes,
between me.
okay.
So I'm just giving
Shama,
her the
quickly,
taste of
30
her own
seconds,
medicine.
and then I'll give the last word to Neerja Chaudhary. Please go ahead.
Are you asking me?
Yes, ma'am. First, Shama, 30 seconds to her, then
Okay,
I'll come to
yeah.
you.
Yeah, Maria, my thing is, you are saying, we have the help, we have this. Let me ask you, the Western countries run IMF. Why did you give 2.3 at this point of time when you know it's going to go into these terror camps? Why didn't the Western countries say, no, at this point of time, we are not going to give
What
them?
followed after that
they're
in that
not putting
meeting in IMF?
What has happened after
Should I
that?
remind you? Can I
There are
ask
11
Rajat Sethi to
conditions to that.
remind
They
the
have to
Congress
reduce their
spokesperson?
$2.3 billion
activities there.
could have been stopped. And the other thing is,
Paro,
when are we
Shama,
going to
Shama,
put them in the grey list of the
Shama,
financial
there are 11
action task
conditions
force?
to it.
We put
Shama,
them in the grey list of
there
financial
are 11
action task
conditions
force.
to it.
Okay, last
Pakistan has
word
to reduce
to
supporting
Neerja Chaudhary
terror
on
in
the
order
show
to get
tonight.
that money.
Neerja Chaudhary.
I think yes, we could have done much better diplomatically. There are many lessons. While there were many achievements, there are many lessons to be learned also through this last 1 month. And I'm sure that the reason why the 7 delegations are going to world capitals is that it is to mobilize further support. Of course, Pakistan had China's stand, and China saying we will guarantee Pakistan's sovereignty. Those are very strong words China used. Azerbaijan, Turkey, some other countries, and so India, US, yes, claimed their credit for brokering the ceasefire, but will the United States of America stand by India? A lot of Indians asked that question, if there was to be a full-scale war. So which are the countries that are going to stand by us? Russia was silent. Russia was not as forthcoming as it has been in the past. So those are things to be rectified, efforts stepped up, as happens, after operations like this in the past also. And I think government is in the process of doing that. And let's see what happens in the coming days and months.
All right, Shama Muhammad, Rajat Sethi, Neerja Chaudhary and Pradeep Bhandari, really appreciate your time on the last word. In fact, the dominance of Sindoor was seen at Cannes as well. Aishwarya Rai donned Sindoor when she walked the red carpet. I'm leaving you with these visuals of prominent actors, all of them wearing Sindoor or the vermilion on Cannes red carpet.